guys, welcome back. This is a 30 centimeter by 40 centimeter canvas, which is basically 12 by 16 inch. So that's what I'm using today. And I'm going to do a swipe, but it's a swipe with a little bit of a twist to it. I'm not going to use any silicone in the swipe today. I'm going to try something different. I'm not using my normal sheet of plastic to swipe with. Normally I'll swipe that way, but today I'm going to swipe this way. And I've got this piece of cloth. Now this is just what we call, I don't know if you guys have got it in the States, it's a Chuck's cloth. It's what we use to wash dishes with. I've just cut it. I've left it sort of doubled, but just folded over. And I'm going to try and swipe with this today. Just as opposed to paper towel, it's got a little bit more weight to it. And I'm going to see how we go with that. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do really bright, and I'm going to go stripes like this. I'm going to swipe with the black. I haven't tried this before, so I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to swipe down, and then when I get to about halfway, I'm going to start to like swizzle. Is that a word? A swizzle. It's a swipe and swizzle, okay? So that's what I'm going to try. No silicone oil in it, as I said. I don't particularly want cells. This should be, hopefully, cross fingers, this should be like a rainbow. This is just going to be quite plain because it's black, but it's got colour underneath it. So I thought I might balloon dip the top just to get some like starburst little patterns through. So that's the plan, okay? Let's move my paper towel out of the way. Everything out of the way that I don't need at the moment. That's the black that I'm going to be swiping with, so I'll move that. My colours are all Mont Marte paints today, and they've been mixed 1.5 parts paint. Sorry, 1.5 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint. And the pouring medium is my usual. It is 60% Elmer's glue all and 40% water. I probably don't need so much on actually because I'm going to be tilting, so I don't need to do it too thick. I want to spread it out a little bit, don't we? So I've got this sort of warm yellow. It's yellow, basically yellow with a little bit of orange in it, just to dull it down just a touch. I find that using yellow with black, yeah, I don't really like it. It gives me an awful sort of greeny khaki kind of a colour, so I don't like that. So just oranged it up a little bit, hey? Now let's change, no, I won't change the order. I don't really want the yellow next to the blue because, you know, it's going to go green. I don't mind the red and the yellow together because it'll make a more of an orange. I don't think yellow or orange and pink are really pretty together. So we'll do that. So I've got, in my cups, I've got 80 grams of, 60 grams of pouring medium and 40 grams of paint. That's 1.5 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint. And let's just put a little bit up here as well. I'm going to tip it off anyway, but might as well have good coverage. Okay, so those are my colours done. Let's move these out of the way. Don't need those anymore. I'm going to tilt the canvas to cover the whole thing, and then we'll put our little bit of black just across the top there. Actually, if I just pour a little bit more of this magenta. So yeah, magenta, red, turquoise, and blue, and the yellowy orange that I made. I'm just going to pour this over the edge there, just so it runs over so that my bottom edges are covered. Because I don't really want to tilt up and down. I mean, it's not really going to matter. Once I start swiping, you know, it's all going to get mixed anyway, but we'll just cover that as best as we can. How's this going? Oh, that's pretty good coverage there, isn't it? Pretty good. Right. Now we'll just tilt a little bit to cover in all our little gaps. If we have to move it up and down a little bit, that's okay, you know, just to get the coverage. That's okay. Go the other way. A lot of this paint's going to get kind of pushed off anyway once I start to swipe. Okay, how's that looking? We could just leave it like that, couldn't we? That's pretty. Swipe my hands. Haven't quite gone over the sides there. I can see a few little areas on the sides there that haven't been covered, but I won't worry about those now. I can fix them up later. So as I said, no silicone in these. I could just see a little blob there. Right. Now, I'm going to just pour paint everywhere. How do I manage to get it up my arm? I'm a messy worker. Always got 3 damp cloths ready. I had it like right up my arm here. I must have it on my shirt and then touch my shirt. Now the black, it has to be thinner. Your swipe color has to be thinner. This is 2 to 1. I've just got 40 grams of pouring medium and 20 grams, or it's probably more like 18. I didn't want it too thick, but the blacks tend to be thicker anyway. Right, let's just pour a little bit over. Actually, I need to have black running over the back, don't I? Not pink. All right, so just a little bit. See, that's all I've got. Don't want too much. Now let's put this back. Not that I really need it because I haven't got a plastic to wipe on there anymore. Now I'm just going to spray this. Actually, I'll do it here. Spray the edge. I don't know how much water to put on it. Let's go back a little bit further. This is what we do with the paper towel, isn't it? We wet it, so I might as well wet that too. It's quite absorbent, so it needs quite a lot of water, I think, to soak it through. Okay, that feels pretty good. Right, now, this is the trick, isn't it? Trying to get it into the black because it's not, you know, it's not rigid. Oh. Okay, maybe if I start this way and just let it sit there, get a little bit of colour on it, make it a bit heavier. There we go, it's sitting there. Right, let's swipe. Oh, it's working, it's working. And then when I get about halfway, I'm swizzling. Oh, there's a lot of red. Oh, well, that's interesting. I'm just going to pop that there for now. Probably don't need to use that again. Well, that's a lot of red. Why did the red take over? Oh, that's a shame. I can see the other colours under here, but obviously the red. Okay, that's all right. Maybe I can swipe again. Wonder what would happen if I swiped again. I think that would work if I went again. Because it's very, very red. Let me put another piece down. I guess it makes a difference what colour you have next to your black, hey? I'll go again and just see what happens. wet this one. This is the other half. Hope I'm not spraying my canvas. Trying not to. Okay, I'll go again because it's very absorbent. Spray bottles don't like being sprayed on the edge though, do they? They want to be standing up. I'm just not sure whether this is going to ruin it or whether it's going to make it better. Maybe I should just balloon dip and see what happens. Oh, look, let's go for it. I can always go again if this doesn't work. It doesn't feel very heavy. Put some more water on it. Doesn't feel as heavy as the last one did. All right, let's start. Drop it into the top there. And, oh look, now we're getting some pink through there, so maybe that's better. Oh, and there comes a little bit of orange. Oh, look, here comes the yellow. Now I've got too much yellow. No, that's better. That is better. Look at that. Woo! Got rid of all the red. Got a little bit of blue coming through. Got a bit of yellow, a bit of red. Still the yellowy, reddish tones took over a lot. But it's better. It's better. Right, I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit. Actually, I might turn it around and I can actually zoom you a bit closer. Let's get rid of these two. Actually, I'll get rid of that as well because that's just all messy. We'll turn it around. Let go, let go. And then I can zoom you in a little bit more, hey? I'll put another piece of paper towel down. My balloon. Okay, so that's there. Now I'll zoom you in. That way you can get a little bit closer and see what I'm doing. And let's move you over a bit. Hang on, don't get car sick now, will you, with the movement? Don't get motion sickness. How's that? I think that's pretty good. All right, that's pretty good. Now let's see what happens when we do our little balloon. Now, if you guys have seen my balloon dips into other swipes where I've actually got cells, where you touch the cell and it elongates and makes little petals, but I don't want that today. I just want to see what happens if I just get some like little starbursts, little flowers. Okay, let's see what happens. Woo, look at that. That's pretty. Yay. So that's all I want. Little fun things like that. Won't push too hard. Now that one's got a little bit of extra paint in. This one's closer to the edge so I can actually see the canvas down there. This one I might have to go again. And I'm just using my little water balloon. I personally find that balloons, well, it's just a normal balloon and I put water in it. I find that these work better. There's more weight to them. So they push straight down. Whereas with the regular air-filled balloons, they can tend to sort of go down and then push off to the side. I don't like that bit on the side there, so I'm going to have to go again with that one. Push it a little bit further just to get that side incorporated. Look how the sides are being pulled in. Those straight lines are being pulled in. It's quite pretty, isn't it? Now, I don't want to just do two lines. Let's change it up a little bit. Our order of things, just so that we're not exactly straight in a line. Don't want it too matchy. Now that one I can see into the canvas, so I'm going to have to dip into another one and actually put paint over the top of that. Because I can see the canvas. Okay, there we go. That one's more like a medallion, so you can see the round, which I don't particularly like. I like this wispy edge, which I think is really pretty. Maybe I can go over it again and not really. All right, I'll leave it. I'll leave that guy. I mean, I don't think he's going to improve any. Now some of these have got a little bit too much paint on them still, so I'm going to go again. Just try and get some of that paint off. It's leaving like a little mound. I can see where the paint's rushing back in and leaving a little mound, so I don't want that. That's better. And that one has got down to the canvas, so I kind of need to go over that one again. Took off too much paint on that one. Right, I should stop doing doubles because I'm losing my Starburst pattern. Right, I'll just go over these. Oh, I don't know that I want to go over you. You're really pretty. Yes, you are. Yes, you. Oh, look at that little bit of blue through there. I wonder if I can get one more in here. And then I'd like another little one there. Just really light push. Take a little bit more paint off that one. I still don't like this one here. What am I going to do about you, hey? Take some paint off there and push you down bigger and see if I can get you to improve. Yes, that's improved. Now the only way I can improve on him is to make him bigger, but I think I'll leave him. Quit while the quitting's good, hey? What do you think? Do you like that? Just something a little bit different, hey? Just something different. I do try and come up with some different things every now and then. Although, actually, I should. This is not my general idea. I saw it. Oh wow! It would have been last year, maybe a year ago, that I saw this picture of this pop up on YouTube. I don't know who did it. Yeah, I thought, oh, I must try that one day. And I'm kind of in experimenting mode at the moment, so I thought I'll give it a go. Now, I just need to clean up my sides because there's a couple of areas here that don't have any paint on them. So I'll clean that up. The bottom's done. The top's good, it's all black. And then here, just need to fill that in. I'll just put some black there actually, and a little bit of red because that's what was missing there. A little bit of black, a little bit of red, kind of mixed in together. And then I think you are done. So what do you think, eh? Something a little bit different? Why not? And it was fun. We don't have to have cells in everything, do we? Let me just turn that off and then I'll take it down for a close-up. Admittedly, I would have liked a little bit more colour in that bottom section. Maybe I can cut down on my red. Maybe leave the red out. I'm not sure. Okay, let's go in for a little close-up. Look at that. So the edges are really pretty. So no blossoms, no cells, I guess, but the edges get pulled in nonetheless. So you haven't got cells being pulled in to make petals, but you've still got those edges, wispy little edges. Look at that one, that's so pretty, isn't it? They get pulled in and just create that little starburst look. That one's not so pretty. But I learned something, hey. Don't go over them again, because then you'll get the medallions because you're reducing the amount of paint on their surface. So you need to do it while the paint's still wet. And then over here, colours are a little bit more blended, I guess. Actually, I might go again and take the red out. It's still pretty though. Can't see the pink. I would have liked to see more of the pink shine through. There's little bits there, but really not a lot. Okay, I will leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed that. Have a go. Swizzle swipe. It's got a cute little ring to it. A swizzle swipe. All right, I'll see you real soon for the next one. I might have another play with these and see if I can get a better outcome. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.